We'll have Coach Graves coming in a couple minutes. Just a few reminders before we get underway. Please make sure that your cell phones are on silent. There is no flash photography allowed during the press conference, and there is no videography allowed during the press conference. If you need a feed of the press conference afterwards, it can be made available in the room next door, or we can give you the coordinates to how to get that off the internet. We will be, for those of you who have questions, we'll bring a microphone around to you. We do ask that you give your name and affiliation before each question that you ask. That's for the transcription is taking place remotely, so we want to make sure that we have that as complete as possible. And we will begin here in a couple minutes. Thank you.
Okay, thanks. Hello, hello.
All right, this is our 2:05 press conference availability with Oregon head coach Kelly Graves. Coach, congratulations on making the
Thank
Sweet
you.
16, and we'll go ahead and you can give your opening statement.
Oh, I didn't prepare anything. Let's just go with questions. How's that? Is that
It's
all
the
right?
shortest opening statement we've had all day. So
Okay.
we'll go ahead and open it up for questions.
Awesome.
That, so,
Of course, the bald guy.
Joe Becker from KTU. Kelly, how exciting is it to be here in this atmosphere in Oregon?
Well, we're just glad to be playing. I mean, we would have been happy to play anywhere at this point, but obviously thrilled that we're in Portland, close to Eugene, and certainly, there are a lot of Duck fans here in Portland. So, like I said the other day, anytime you can drive to a regional, that's a good thing. And we hope that the fans are going to come out. I hear that the ticket sales are going great, and I hope this is a good showcase for all of women's basketball.
Hi, Kelly. Sue Favor with Women's Hoops World. You
Yes,
had commented the other day that this was going to be a reunion for you, that you had played South Dakota State before. How is this time, aside from the circumstances, different from playing last time you played them, and how are you all preparing to face them tomorrow?
Yeah, well, Brookings isn't quite as big as Portland, but both teams I think are, different in a lot of ways. That seemed like such a long time ago, mid-December. This whole regional is kind of unique for us because we played all three of the teams that are here, which I don't think happens very often. But the thing about South Dakota State, you can always count on them to be, roughly the same in everything that they do. They're so consistent in their effort and their execution and their, team play. Coach Johnston does such a great job. I mean, we've kind of followed the same path. We both got into head coaching about the same time, and so I've followed his career, and so even though we're both different teams, they're so consistent that I think what we're going to see is what we've seen for forever, and I think that's why one of the keys to them from the day Jackrabbit steps on campus, they're running the same things until the day they leave, and that's why they're so good at what they do. They don't change their system and their style of play each and every year, and I think that's what makes them special. Very similar to what we do.
Hi, Coach. Ashley with NBC Sports Northwest. Can you talk a little bit about the bench production and how important Lydia, Audie, and Morgan, and now Taylor potentially coming back, have been this postseason?
Yeah, well, we hope we get Taylor back. That's day to day. We haven't completely ruled it out this weekend, but we'll see. That's going to be a game time decision tomorrow. But yeah, Lydia, Audie, and Morgan have really given us a lift when we've needed it. I mean, we've had a short bench all year, so we've had to rely on them. But I think especially down the stretch, I think in the conference tournament, in the last few games when we were trying to, wrap up a regular season championship in the Pac-12, just those important 12 to 15 minutes a game, I think, were really key. And in our semifinal win against UCLA, Morgan Yeager came up with 3 big-time threes that, maybe we weren't always counting on, but, obviously she's capable of doing that. Ruthie has not been 100%, so Lydia has become more important, and she's been a steady force defensively and really good on the boards. And then anything she can give us in the point production is a bonus. So, and then Audie, what do you say about Audie? I mean, she's, one of my favorite student athletes of all time, and it just seems like when it comes to March, she's had big games. And if you look at, the last 3 NCAA tournaments, she always seems to have a couple of big-time games. So we hope that continues this weekend.
Ken Go with the Oregonian. You mentioned both teams have changed, so the game will be a little different, but the venue will be different too. What was it like to play in Brookings, and how do you think it'll be here in Portland with a big crowd at the Moda Center?
Well, true story. I remember I took one of my really good ZAG teams to South Dakota State way back when. I think we were the 2 best mid-majors in the country, and we played opening weekend. It was the lead story on ESPN in the women's basketball. They sent Graham Hayes there for the weekend, and they got us. It was a close game, went to overtime, but they got us. And I remember after the game, I told my assistant coach, Jody Berry, who's still with me now, I said, Jody, remind me to never come here again, because they're just so tough. They play well, and it's a tough venue because, they get great crowd support, and they're really into it. They're loud, and they're right on top of you. And so we did it again this year. And after the game, again, a hard-fought, really well-played game by both teams. I mean, 87-79, neither team could stop each other. I told Jody the same thing. This time I'll fire her if I ever go back to South Dakota State. But, I admire Aaron so much, and the way he coaches and works with his team. And they really do play basketball the way it's supposed to be played. They share the ball. They play hard. They space the floor well. They execute at both ends of the floor. They're all multi-dimensional. I mean, they can post up. They can drive. They can all shoot it. It's, back when I was a pretty good player and you played on a rec team, we played at those good rec teams you've seen them play, maybe up at the MAC club. They just know how to play, and they're tough as nails. So, yeah, this is going to be a heck of a battle tomorrow.
Do you think having it here with the big crowd that's expected will provide a different atmosphere? And if so, do you see that as a benefit one way or another?
Well, I don't know. I'm sure that a lot of the folks in South Dakota, traveled out here. I hope they did, because this team is worth following, no doubt about it. But I'm assuming that a lot of the fans are going to be in green and yellow. At least that's what I hope. So I think we'll have a little bit more support. There was one Duck family that was there. And that was a pretty special deal last time. And I think, actually, we're linked. Terry could speak more to this, but I think their arena is named after a Duck alum, correct? So that's kind of cool. So we're linked in a way.
Hi, Jeff Metcalf, Arizona Republic. The sustained success the Pac-12 has had now in the postseason, can you speak to that a little bit, and how maybe it's even reached a higher level this season?
It's a real testament to an awesome league. So 5 teams in the Sweet 16. I think we were 4 or 5 last year, and I know 5 a couple of years ago. So yeah, this is something that is continuing to happen. I just think it goes to show you that the way we compete against each other in league really prepares us for the postseason. We have so many different styles that we have to play against in conference play, and that helps us later on. But it makes us all tougher. And what I really like is I know genuinely we all care about each other's programs, and we're pulling for each other. I mean, I got the first text I got after we won our last game was from Coach Vandeveer. And she's always championing the league, and so that always means a lot.
Zach Borg with KDLT. Coach, your team made the Elite Eight last year, got to this point for the first time. I know nobody from South Dakota State's surprised they're here, but this is a different experience when you play in this. What was it like for your group the first time they played in this regional, and how much of an advantage does that give your team now that you've been here and done it?
Yeah, well, 2 years ago. So this is our second or third straight time, at least in the Sweet 16. But I know a couple years ago when Sabrina and Ruthie and that group were freshmen, we made kind of a run as a 10 seed. You know, we didn't know what the heck we were doing, to be honest with you. You know, we hadn't planned, you know, to really win those games or anything like that. But I think kind of being dumb helped us. You know, the moment wasn't too big because we really didn't know what to expect. And I remember, you know, we ultimately got beat by UConn. And I remember in the press conference before, one of the quotes Gino had was, you know, these guys don't know that this is supposed to be hard. You're not supposed to come in and start beating people. And we didn't know that. So, you know, in South Dakota State, I think, you know, they've won for so long. They're used to it, but maybe they haven't gotten to this. This is their first time. Okay. You know, listen, they're a veteran group, though. So maybe this first time in this spot, but this is not the first time in this, you know, tournament and in big games against really good opponents. I think that's what makes their program special, too. They are not afraid to play anybody. If you look at their non-conference, it's, you know, a who's who, really.
Hi, Natalie
Hey.
Weiner, SB Nation. I know you guys suffered some tough losses kind of down the stretch and obviously in the Pac-12 tournament. What would you say was your biggest takeaway as a coach? Like, what did you tell them? Like, this is what we need to learn from these losses.
Yeah. Well, every loss is tough. First of all, when you win a lot of them, every loss is tough. I think the main thing is we learned that, you know, Ruthie Hebert's really important to us, and when we didn't have her for that you know, week and a half stretch, that hurt us, and I think it hurt us in our ultimate loss against Stanford, 3 games and 3 nights. We just didn't have it. Credit to them. They earned it. They deserved to win the game. But I think what we learned was, and what I told them is, you know, number one, we play in a really good league. That's going to happen. I mean, you know, there's ups and downs throughout the year. You just got to, you know, learn from it, get past it, and move on. And I think we have. I thought last weekend we played really well. I reminded the team after our Stanford loss that I think the 2 finalists in last year's NCAA, both Mississippi State and Notre Dame, both lost in the championships of their respective conference tournaments. So, you know, that I just said, listen, this isn't going to define us. You know, March Madness will. And so that's what we've really focused on. And this team has been really good about handling pressure, about moving on to the next game, win or lose. And we've had some big wins, too, that we had to forget. And guess what? We got another really good team in 2 days. So it's a veteran group, and I think they've handled it well.
Kelly, you said last
Name
week,
and affiliation, I'm sorry. Name and affiliation.
Sue Favor Women's Hoops World. Kelly, you said last weekend that Satu Sabali was the player that would separate you guys from the rest. And why did you say that, and why is she that player?
Well, I think Ruthie and Sabrina have been so good for so long, you kind of know what to expect from them each and every game. I think Satu's still trying to figure it out as a sophomore, but she's so unbelievably talented, and you see that on display more times than not. But she's that one player that's a tough matchup, a 6'4" guard who can shoot it. She can put it on the floor. She can post up. She's really developed into a good offensive rebounder and can score that way. So she can do it in a variety of different ways and becomes a matchup advantage or disadvantage, however you want to look at it, for each opponent. And so that's why I think I've, you know, said that about her. I have a lot of faith in her, though. She is an amazing, amazing player, and has really, I think, played well you know, in the tournament so far.
We have time for 2 more questions.
Jeff Metcalf, Arizona Republic. Charlie Turner Thorne said she would be in favor of the super regional concept in Las Vegas. I'm just wondering what your thoughts are on that.
Oh, I see the merits of it. I think we've changed our format too many times, I think, recently, to be honest with you. I think we need to stick with one and go with it and try and grow it. I actually like the regionals. I mean, here's a great example. I think if you find the right places to put them, not everybody supports women's basketball, but you have 2 of the best fan bases in the country right here in Oregon. I mean, Oregon and Oregon State, I think we're both in the top. I think we were 8th in attendance this year in the nation, and Oregon State's around 12th. So this is a good spot to put it, and we're going to put, you know, hopefully 11, 12, 13,000 people or more in here. I actually like that. I would be open to doing maybe 4 16-team first and second round sites. you know, and again, put them in winning spots regionally. And so I think people can plan ahead saying, hey, you know, we know that the first and second rounds are in these spots, and let's make a vacation out of it and go watch great basketball for 4 days. But I don't know. It was sure fun playing at home last week in front of a lot of very raucous Duck fans. So I think there's an advantage to that as well. But you look at Arizona State as a 5 seed. I mean, they were, you know, they would have an argument to host as well, but they were right on that line, and there's a big difference. Now, they proved that, you know, a good performance is going to win wherever you go, but it's always nicer, I think, to play at home. Sorry, that was a long answer to a very thoughtful question.
All right, if there's nothing else, Coach, thank you very
Okay.
much for your time.
All
Good
right,
luck tomorrow
thank you.
against South Dakota State. We'll have the Oregon student athletes up in about 5 minutes.
Go easy on them.
right, a couple quick reminders before we get going. Once again, please make sure your cell phones are on silent. No flash photography. No video may be taken during the press conference. If you'd like to get a feed of the press conference, those will be available afterwards. Once again, we'll bring the microphone around to you for the questions. And please say your name and affiliation before each question that you ask. And we'll add that if you want to address a question to all three student athletes on the dais, please say so, but please indicate which student athlete you'd like to have answer the question first. That's for our transcribers who are transcribing this remotely. All right, we have our student athletes from Oregon State. I'm sorry, from Oregon. This is Oregon State is hosting this event, and we're very grateful. From the University of Oregon, Ruthie Heberd, Sabrina Ionescu, and Satu Sabali. We'll go ahead and open it up for questions at this time. Maybe I'll go ahead and start it. Sabrina, this is for you. 5 Pac-12 teams are in the Sweet 16. Talk about the strength of the conference overall and how playing in such a strong league as the Pac-12 has helped prepare you guys to get to this point in the season.
I mean, I think it's awesome that there's 5 Pac-12 teams, that are representing the Pac-12 playing in this tournament. We know that they are capable of doing that. We play those teams every weekend, and they give us a game, and we give them a game every weekend. And so I think that just speaks volume about the competition that we face and how it prepares us for March. I mean, they're coming in and night out to try and beat us, and they give us their best shot. And so I think that only makes us better.
Microphone. Go ahead.
Okay.
There you go.
Joe Becker from KATU TV. This is for all three of you. You guys play so many games all year long. How much are you enjoying this particular point in the season where every game means so much?
It's just so exciting to play, and we know that any given night could be our last night. We're saying we have one game left, only guaranteed. So just coming out, playing our hardest, having fun with our teammates, making memories is what definitely I'm focused on. I think that's what we are focusing on.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's just what ultimately makes us better, knowing that you don't have another opportunity, you don't have another chance to come out tomorrow and try more or try harder. And so I think that that's what makes us better. That's what gives us edge, just being able to come out with that mentality and mindset that you have to come out every game and play your A game or someone's going to beat you, and you don't really have a lot of chances to make that up. And so I know from my standpoint and from our team that's what we're really focused on, just giving 100% in every aspect of the game.
Yeah, just adding on to that, just knowing what we've been doing all through the whole season and working since, I don't know, when did we meet, September, when everyone was coming back, we knew where we wanted to be, and we're finally here, and we just want to keep going.
Scotty Quaz from the Jackrabbit Sports Network. For Sabrina, this is another trip to an extended level of postseason play, but talk about the confidence or even comfort that you have knowing this whole bracket. You've seen them already in that non-conference play. Does that give you a little extra confidence, being comfortable with who you play?
Yeah, I mean, I honestly think that's crazy that we've played, all these teams before already. But I don't necessarily think it's giving us confidence. I just think it's giving us familiarity. Just knowing that we were able to go down there and compete against South Dakota at their place. So now watching film, we're watching film on us and the mistakes that we made and the positives that came out of that game. And so I think that just gives us a little more confidence in knowing what we need to do better and what we didn't do as well. But yeah, I do think that's a little funny that we have played all these teams before. I don't know if that's ever happened before.
Right there. Next to Joe.
Taylor Budge from KSFY in Sioux Falls. Ruthie, kind of a follow-up on Sabrina, what she just said about South Dakota State. How have you guys grown since that game in December, since it was, such a back-and-forth battle especially?
Yeah, since that game, I think we've grown in a lot of areas. I mean, our defense has gotten better. Our offense has become more efficient. So it's going to be fun to be able to play South Dakota State again and see all the changes we can make and how well we do.
Ken Go with the Oregonian for all three of you. Can you remember and describe what the atmosphere was like in Brookings for that game when you played them before and how you expect it to be different tomorrow?
Satu, why don't you start?
I mean, we're gonna have a home atmosphere here, so this is basically gonna be a home game with a lot of Duck fans cheering us on. And over there, I mean, it was tough. They had a really tough crowd. It was a tough game. I mean, it's always good to play at home, so we see it as an advantage.
Sabrina?
Yeah, they had an awesome turnout. A lot of people came out to watch that matchup between us at their place, and they were loud, they were amped up, and hopefully they'll get a good turnout as well of people following them. I think it's awesome that they've been able to get to a Sweet 16. They're a really well-coached group and really hard-working players, but I think we're going to have hopefully a decent amount of fans here as well supporting us this weekend, and so I think we'll definitely use that to our advantage.
Ruthie?
Yeah, when we played there, they had a great crowd, great atmosphere, and I've seen some South Dakota State fans walking around Portland already, so it's going to be fun to see them and have our home crowd here too as well.
Andrew Hobner from KZI, Satis for you. Looking at that last game you played against South Dakota State, a bit of a track meet, and looking at the matchup, it seems like it favors getting out and running the way that KG likes having you guys do. Is that something you kind of feel that this is favorable for the offense that you guys like to run and like to play?
I mean, last game was a close game. We had a lot of transition points like given up, but we've done a better job in our defense in the rest of the season. And I mean, yeah, we play best when we're loose, when we're efficient, when we're just like running in transition, passing the ball, sharing the balls, and we're not gonna change a lot. So I guess we're at a really good spot right now at this time of the season.
Hi, Natalie Weiner with SB Nation. Sabrina, obviously you've gotten a lot of media attention this week because of the triple-double. And I know you mentioned that you might have sort of missed that last basket on purpose. And I was just wondering why it was important for you to get that triple-double and what you sort of saw from the massive response.
It wasn't very important for me to get that triple-double, to be honest. I mean, I didn't really miss it on purpose. I had shot it and realized that I knew where the ball was going, and so I followed it. But yeah, I mean, it didn't really matter. We were winning that game, and that's all that really mattered. And I was just going to end up breaking my own record, so I could do that anytime.
Zach Borg with KDLT Television. Sabrina, a couple years ago, this was your team that was in the Sweet 16 for the first time. It was all new. Coach kind of mentioned that. I think UConn said they didn't know it was supposed to be hard. Do you kind of get that similar feeling from South Dakota State that even though this is their first time, maybe that's kind of an advantage for them that they don't know any better at this point?
For sure. I mean, I remember that feeling like it was yesterday, coming in and not knowing what you're supposed to do, not knowing that you have media, not knowing any of the things that we do know now. And so I definitely think that they could use that to their advantage, just enjoying where they are, enjoying the atmosphere, enjoying being in the moment, and just having fun with each other and playing and not really worrying about all the outside pressures that are going to follow them. So I definitely think that they could use that as an advantage. But I think also now that this core group of us Ducks have been in this position, I think we know what to expect. We know how hard and difficult it's going to be to get to a Final Four, to get to a national championship. And so I think that hunger is inside of us.
Sue Faber, Women's Hoops World. For Sabrina, could you describe Coach Kelly's unique coaching style and the relationship with his staff and how that has impacted you both on and off the court as a player and as a human?
Yeah. I mean, I think one word is just trust. I think they give us a lot of freedom and they trust us not only on the court but off the court. They treat us as regular people. And I think that trust that we have with them as coaches shows on the court. I mean, he asks us what plays we want to run. He asks us how we feel in this position and what we want to do. And I think that just gives us the freedom to grow as basketball players and be able to be in those positions and not necessarily rely on a coach to tell us what to do, what play to run. And it's not robotic at all. I mean, he gives us the green light to take whatever shots that, are in range and we're able to take and practice taking. And so I just think having that trust between a player and a coach is very important, and it's almost family-like. I mean, I think he's like a father to a lot of us, and just having someone that we can look up to and talk to anything about, whether it's basketball or whether it's life, is something that's really important to us.
Hi, Jeff Metcalf, Arizona Republic. I know Sabrina addressed the fact that you've already played all the teams in this regional. Can the other two of you comment on that? And also, is there a downside to that in that these other teams know you as well?
Ruthie, let's begin with you.
Yeah, I don't think there's a downside. I think we all play each other, so we all know some of our tendencies, but I think it's just going to be more fun and more exciting to play a team we've already played. It's going to help us grow in some areas, and yeah, I think it's just a good all-around thing.
Yeah.
Sonny?
I mean, I would just say that our coaching staff does a great job in like finding our own mistakes, finding the mistakes of our opponents, and they're gonna like do a great job and or have been doing already in like preparing us for the next upcoming game. So we know what what we have to do. We're gonna learn from our own mistakes, and I mean the other teams are really good teams. If not, they wouldn't be here. But I feel like we're at a really good spot.
Joe Becker again from K2. Are you guys planning get together tonight to watch the men play?
We are. Yeah, we're gonna watch them tonight. We're gonna get back from practice and have dinner, and then tune in to watch the men's team. We're super excited that they're in the position that they're in. Their coaching staff has done a great job, and their players have done a great job, and it's awesome to see how much they've grown from the beginning of the season to where they are now. I don't think a lot of people really believed in them and had seen this coming, but we're excited to cheer them on just like they're going to cheer us on.
That was Sabrina for the transcribers. Thank you, Fred.
Zach Bohr with KDLT again. Sabrina, you have a twin brother, kind of a funny twist, but one of the top players on SDSU has a twin brother. I know. What has that meant for you to have your brother, the relationship you've had with him? I know you've played a lot of ball against him. What has that meant to you to have that kind of relationship with him?
I mean, it's meant everything. I think it's definitely helped me become the person that I am, the player that I am. Growing up with someone that, I mean, is my other half, literally. But just someone that I can turn to, someone that makes me smile and that really understands me, that I can come home to after a tough game, after a tough loss, after a tough win, to talk about the game with. He's going to be here this weekend and supports me, through the ups and downs. And so I think that's something special and really can't be replaced.
We have time for a couple more questions. All right, if there's no more questions, ladies, thank you so much, and best of luck in the game tomorrow against South Dakota State.
Thank you.
Our next press conference will be South Dakota State, and we'll have the coach in here at 3:45 p.m.